welcome to Principles of Marketing or MKT121. So for today, we will be discussing the module number 3, Market Opportunity and Consumer Analysis. So as we proceed, let us define first what is Market Opportunity Analysis. So it is a tool to determine and access the desirability of a business opportunity. It forms a portion of the business strategy wherein before launching a new product or service, the market is analyzed to identify the anticipated revenues and profits from it. So when we say market opportunity analysis, ito nga muna yung process na kung saan inaalam natin kung yung gusto ba nating i-put up na business kikita at papatok ba. Okay? So inaalam muna natin kung ano yung goal noong or ano yung pwede nating i-offer. So kung natatandaan niyo yung goal number 1, understand the market. So ito iyon. So sabi nga dito is determine and access the desirability of a business opportunity. So kung nakikita ba ninyong pwedeng maging business sa isang particular market, magiging maganda ba or papatok kaya? And then sinasabi rin na itong market opportunity analysis parang ina-anticipate mo kung magkano kaya yung pwede mong kitain in a particular business na gusto mong i-put up. Okay? So, ayan na, identify the anticipated revenues and profits from it. Okay? So, you are, in short, ina-analyze natin dito yung possible target market natin. So, that is market opportunity analysis. So, consumer analysis. So, dalawa tong topic natin for this module ha. Market opportunity analysis and consumer analysis. So, ano naman itong consumer analysis? Is the process wherein the information about the consumer is found out from the market research, like the needs of the consumer, the target market, and the relevant demographics, that this information can be used in the market segmentation for further steps of market research. It is very useful in predicting consumer behavior. So ito naman, kung kanina sa market opportunity analysis, tinitingnan mo or ina-analyze mo kung yung business mo pwede ba in a particular market, ina-analyze mo yung market mo. Okay? Dito naman sa consumer analysis, yung individual na market, individual consumer naman na ang ina-analyze natin. So, sa consumer analysis, kasama dyan yung market research. Okay? So, madidiscuss natin yan within this topic. Okay? So, that is consumer analysis. So, sa market analysis, market opportunity analysis is yung profitability ng business ang ina-analyze natin. Dito naman, kinikilala naman natin yung magiging consumer natin. Pinipredict natin yung magiging behavior ng consumer natin. Okay? Nagkakandak tayo ng research para malaman natin kung ano ba yung kailangan ng market natin. And then, kung ano yung magiging behavior nila dun sa gusto nating ma-offer sa kanila. And then ano-ano ba yung mga basis nila sa pagbili ng isang product o pag-avail ng isang service. And that is consumer analysis. So under the market opportunity analysis, we have this strategic marketing process. And aside from strategic marketing process, we also have later on the tactical marketing process. So ano bang pinagkaiba nitong strategic marketing process and tactical marketing process? So let's go first with the strategic marketing process. This seeks to establish a clear and concerted direction for all marketing activities of an organization. It includes plans to reach specific goals and objectives. So, sa itong ang strategic marketing process, sabi nga meron siyang specific goal, okay? So, ano ba itong strategic marketing process na ito? So, ayan, 5 steps yan or 5 procedure yan. So, first is the mission identification. So, sa mission identification, you have to identify first, ano ba nga ba ang mission ng business mo? Bakit ba kayo nag-exist? Para kanino ba yung organization or para kanino ba yung business? Ano ba yung kinikater ninyo? So, ano ba yung gusto ninyong may offer? Okay? And that is mission identification. So kung mapapansin niyo, bawat organization, bawat businesses, may kanya-kanyang mission vision statement, 'di ba? So iyon po yung mission identification. So when you are about to make your strategic marketing process, you have to identify first what is your mission. Next is situation analysis. Ano naman itong second step na ito? Sa situation analysis, you are about to compare your business among its competitor. Titingnan mo ngayon ano bang lagay nung business mo or nung itatayo mong business among its competitors. Okay? So ito bang business mo mas nakakaangat ba among its competitors or nasa gitna or napag-iiwanan? Or kung bago pa lang, ano kayang magiging position ng magiging business mo among its competitors? And that is situation analysis. You are analyzing the situation of your business or the position of your business or of your organization compared to its competitor. And that is situation analysis. Next is objective setting. So sa objective setting naman, ito naman ano ba yung gusto mong achieve, okay? Sa objective setting. So you are doing your marketing process or you are doing the strategic marketing process. So sa objective setting, it could be to increase sales of the business or to create a loyalty program. Marami ang pupwede dyan sa objective setting or to improve customer service. So halimbawa na nasa isang existing business sa kayo at gumawa kayo nitong strategic marketing process, ano ba yung pupwedeng maging objective? So yun na nga, gaya nga nung mga nabanggit ko. It's either to develop new product or to increase sale or to create new product line. Marami yan pagdating dyan sa objective setting. Okay? And next one is the marketing strategy development. So, after this, meron tayong mga different strategies na madidiscuss. Okay? So, ito naman yung mga ways or mga strategies or mga paraan na kung saan po pwede nating magamit para ma-achieve natin yung objective na sinet natin. Okay? And next is strategy evaluation and control. So after doing the steps 1 to 4, you have now to evaluate kung ano ba, kung naging effective ba yung strategy na ginamit mo, na-achieve ba yung objective na sinet mo, okay? And then with that, you have also to control kung itutuloy pa ba, kailangan bang dagdagan, kailangan bang bawasan, or ano, kailangan bang palitan yung strategy. Okay, so that's the fifth step. So we have 5 steps in the strategic marketing process. So now, balik tayo dun sa marketing strategy development. So meron daw tayong 3 categories of marketing strategy. So we have the cost leadership, differentiation, and focused. Ano-ano ba itong 3 na ito? So, unahin natin yung cost leadership. Sa cost leadership, ito yung strategy na kung saan halimbawang nasa industry ka na kunwari ng cellphone. Okay? So ngayon, ang ginamit mong strategy is cost leadership. So paano ba itong cost leadership na ito? Ikaw, yung as you use the cost leadership strategy, ito yung way or ito yung strategy na kung saan gusto mo ikaw yung pinakamababa ang presyo ng produkto among all your competitor. Okay? So, example, sa cellphone industry, gamitin ulit natin ng cellphone industry. Sa cellphone industry, ang pinakamababa lagi na brand ng cellphone ay si Cherry Mobile. So, they are using cost leadership strategy kasi siya yung may pinakamababang presyo. And then, punta naman tayo sa airline industry. So, we have Air Asia, we have Cebu Pacific, we have Philippine Airlines, yan. So, sabihin natin si Cebu Pacific tsaka si Air Asia, gumagamit yan ng cost leadership kasi kapag nag-promo talaga yan, grabe. As in, napakababa. Merong mga piso fare, 8 pesos, 9 pesos, ganyan. So, they are using the cost leadership as part of their marketing strategy. So, once again, when we say cost leadership, gusto mo ikaw yung merong pinakamababang presyo ng produkto or ng service among all your competitor. Next, let's proceed with the differentiation. So, differentiation from the root word different, okay? So, among all your competitor, gusto mo ikaw yung pinaka-kakaiba, okay? You are trying to differentiate your brand or your product among all your competitor, and that is differentiation. So, balikan natin ng airline industry. So, sa airline industry, so again, we have Philippine Airlines, we have Cebu Pacific, and then we have AirAsia. So among the three, gamitin natin ngayon si PAL. Si PAL, gumagamit siya ng differentiation as their marketing strategy compared doon sa dalawang airline company. Bakit? Kasi alam naman natin na iba talaga lahat. Iba talaga si Philippine Airlines pagdating doon sa dalawa. They assure na hindi sila madedelay. Pangalawa, meron na kasamang snack or food during the flight. And then, aside from that, meron na ring free na check-in baggage. Unlike dun sa dalawa na separate pa ang payment noong check-in baggage doon sa fare mismo noong passenger. Okay? So that is differentiation. So another example, balik naman tayo sa cellphone industry. Si Apple, they are also using this differentiation as part of their marketing strategy. Bakit? Syempre naman, kumpara mo naman yung Apple sa ibang cellphones, di ba? So meron siyang sariling operating system. So yun nga yung iOS. Unlike yung sa mga ibang cellphone, ibang brands like Oppo, Vivo, Samsung, Huawei, yan, lahat sila gumagamit sila ng Android. Unlike kay Apple, meron siyang sariling operating system, yun nga yung iOS. So that is differentiation. So once again, when you are about to use the differentiation as your marketing strategy, you are trying to differentiate your product na gusto mong maging mas kakaiba yung produkto mo kumpara doon sa mga competitors. Okay? And that is differentiation. Next, the third strategy is focus. So, when we say focus, from the term focus, ayan. So, ito namang strategy na to, you are trying to focus only in a particular market. Okay? So, ang in-example kasi sa reference is si Family Mart. So, si Family Mart daw, ang pinaka-focus nga niyan is, or pinaka-target market niyan is yung mga high-end. Okay? Mga high-end customers. Kasi nga, medyo may kamahala naman talaga ang mga produkto ni Family Mart. Okay? And that is focus. Okay? So, again, when we say focus, naka-focus lang talaga siya in a particular market. So, again, let me give you an example. So, sa hotel industry, so we are all familiar with Hotel Sogo, di ba? So, si Hotel Sogo, ang pinaka-focus niya or yung pinaka-target niya is ang pinaka-focus niya is yung mga low-end. Okay? Yung mga nasa low-end na kung saan ang gusto lang lagi sila yung mga tipo ng customers na ang gusto lang lagi is yung mas mura, ganyan. Okay? So, ayon ang kay Hotel Sogo. Ngayon, meron namang ibang since nga ang target market ni Hotel Sogo is yung mga nasa low-end. Ngayon, syempre gusto rin naman yung makater yung mga nasa middle class at saka mga nasa high-end. Okay? That is why meron silang Eurotel tsaka Vivaldi Residence, yun nasa may Cubao. So, yung Eurotel, ang pinaka-target niyan is yung mga middle to high. 'Di ba? Sabi nga businessman's hotel, parang ganon yung pinaka-tagline nila. So, ang focus naman noon nung Eurotel nila is yung mga nasa middle to high-end. Okay? And then, para naman makita naman nila yung mga nasa high-end, so that's why mayroon silang pinutapan na panibago, which is yung Vivaldi Residence, para siyang condominium type. Na ang target naman or pinaka-focus naman is yung mga nasa high-end. So that is focused. Okay? So when we say focus, yun nga, may focus lang siya or meron siyang particular na target market. Okay? So, that's the three categories of marketing strategy. You have the cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. Okay. Now, let's proceed with ito na, yung different subcategories naman ng marketing strategies. Yung kanina naman ay yung mga major category, yung tatlo. Ngayon, aside from the three, meron pa tayong tinatawag na subcategories. So, marami-rami ito, 11 subcategories ito. So, first, we have the forward integration. Forward integration, this involves gaining ownership or increased control over distributors or retailers. So, ang example daw, the Philippine Daily Inquirer buying 418 newspaper stands in Metro Manila. Okay? So, ang forward integration nga, ito nga, nag-gain ka ng control over your distributors or retailers. Okay? So, yun nga, an example is si Daily Inquirer, bumili nga siya ng newspaper stands para mas marami pa yung distribution channel niya. Okay? So, another example sa forward integration. So, sa forward integration, since ito nga may gaining control over distributorship, so most of the time or ang nangyayari talaga dito, pagdating naman in terms of distribution type, they are using the intensive distribution. Okay? So maraming nag-i-increase sila ng distribution channel. Okay? So another example is yung sabihin na lang nating ano nga ito, yung sabihin nating GCash, okay? Ngayon, ang GCash, before, siguro nung bago pa lang siya, is limited pa lang yung dito mga payment center sila or payment partner sila na kung saan pwedeng mag-cash in at mag-cash out yung isang user. Okay? So, para mas dumami pa, nag-open sila through naging available yon through different payment centers like merong over the counter, merong online payment, okay, merong sa mga convenience. So they are gaining control over distributors or retailers na kung saan mas nagiging accessible sa market yung service or yung product. So basically intensive distribution pagdating sa forward integration. Next, we have the backward integration. For the backward integration, this involves gaining ownership or increased control over suppliers. Example, Nestle Philippines purchasing a cow farm and dairy facility in General Santos City. So, ito naman pabalik naman. Okay? Kaya siya backward. So, gaining control naman or gaining ownership or increased control over doon naman sa suppliers. Okay? So, yun nga, example ay nag-purchase ng cow and dairy facility. So, instead na bumili sila ng or magkaroon sila ng ibang supplier ng mga dairy products na ginagamit nila for their products, bumili na lang sila ng kanilang farm. So, another example, sabihin na lang natin si Jollibee. Okay, si Jollibee gumagamit siya ng disposable spoon and fork, disposable cup. So, para hindi na sila humanap ng supplier or para hindi na sila gumastos pagdating sa supplier, nag-put up na lang sila ng sarili nilang factory na gagawa or mag-create ng ginagamit nilang supplies like mga disposable spoon and fork and cups. Okay, so with that, nagkaroon sila ng gagastos sila for the paggawa noong factory noon, but at the same time, nagkaroon sila ng less sa gastos kasi nga hindi na nila kailangang magbayad time to time or humanap ng supplier time to time para doon sa supplies na kailangan nila. So that is backward integration. Next, horizontal integration. This involves purchase of or increased control over competitors. So example daw nito is Pizza Hut buying a controlling interest in Shakey's. So paano ba nagkakaroon ng controlling interest sa competitor? So if you are aware with the shares or stocks ng isang company, nagkakaroon once na isa kang stockholder or shareholder ng isang company or ng isang corporation, meron kang control pagdating doon sa company na iyon. So halimbawa ako ay may-ari ako ng McDonald's at gusto ko magkaroon ng control over my direct competitor which is Jollibee. So, I will buy shares doon sa competitor ko or gusto ko maging stockholder doon sa company na yon. Okay? So, nagkakaroon ako ngayon ng controlling interest doon sa competitor and that is horizontal integration. Okay? Next. Market penetration. The objective of this strategy is to increase market share of current products or services in current markets through greater and more intensive marketing efforts. So example, Krispy Kreme launching a 56 million advertising campaign directed at a current customer. So when we say market penetration, you are penetrating the market through your advertisements. So kung napapansin niyo, merong mga brands or companies na kung saan pagdating sa advertisement sa TV, paulit-ulit. Minsan hindi lang sa TV, meron din sa radyo. Bukod sa radyo, meron din sa mga billboards, meron din sa transport advertisement, meron din sa online advertisement. Okay? So, yun yung tinatawag natin na market penetration. You are penetrating your market using your different forms of advertisement or intensive marketing efforts. Okay? So, hindi lang form of advertisement. Okay? It could be form of public relations, publicity, promotions, marami pa. Okay? And that is market penetration. Okay? So, next, basically pala, ginagamit itong market penetration kapag bago pa lang yung product. Okay? Or ini-introduce mo pa lang yung brand mo sa market. So, you are penetrating your market through your different forms of marketing, different forms of advertisement, promotions, or different marketing activities, or you are doing intensive marketing efforts. Next, market development. This strategy involves the introduction of existing products or services into a geographical area or market. So, ang example dito, the University of Santo Tomas opening a campus in Cebu City. So, in short, you are putting up another branch in a different geographical location or geographical area. Okay? So sabihin na lang natin na ang services ng or yung products ng Macau Imperial Tea is basically nandito pa lang halos lahat sa Metro Manila. So gusto ngayon magkaroon ng market ginamit ni Macau Imperial Tea itong market development. Okay? So ngayon, nag-put up sila ng panibago nilang branch. Sabihin natin, somewhere in Batanes yan, kunwari. Okay? So they are doing the market development. Kasi nga, ino-offer na nila yung existing product or service doon sa bagong location na kung saan hindi pa na-offer yung ganong produkto. Okay? And that is market development. Next, product development. This strategy involves the improvement of current products or services or the development of new products with the purpose of increasing sales. So example daw dito is Coca-Cola introducing Coke in Tetra Pak. So, product development in short, ito yung innovation. So, kung natatandaan ninyo yung discussion natin nung module 1, we have the new product development. So, ito po iyon. Okay? Ang purpose daw nun is it could be to increase sales, okay? And also to improve the product or the service. So, ang example natin dito is yan. Kung mapapansin ninyo si iPhone through the years. Ayan, kung makikita ninyo from 2007 up until dun sa pinaka-latest nila ngayon. So, ayan yung naging development ni Apple. Okay? And that is product development. Okay? You are trying to innovate your product. Okay? Next, let's proceed with related diversification. This involves introducing new but related products or services. Example daw, Motolite introducing solar-powered automotive batteries. So, when we say related diversification, sabihin natin na meron ka ng particular product. Okay? Then ngayon, ginamit mo itong related diversification. So ngayon, yung particular product na ginawa mo na nai-offer mo na, parang gumawa ka ng panibagong variant ng product na yun, pero parehas lang sila. Okay? So, let me give you an example. So, let's use this San Miguel. Okay? So, si San Miguel, ayan, San Miguel Brewery. Ayan. So, ang pinaka main product niya before is itong San Miguel, itong San Miguel Pale Pilsen. Ayan. So, we all know na beer yan. So, aside from having that San Miguel Pale Pilsen, they also have this San Mig Light, which is also a beer. Okay? Then they also have this Red Horse, beer din yan. Yung mga San Mig flavored, beer din yan. So, ngayon, related diversification siya. Do para iba-iba silang variant, pero pare-parehas lang silang beer. Okay? So, ito naman, punta tayo sa San Mig na flavored. So, una, San Mig Light lang yan. Tapos, nagkaroon ng different flavors like yung apple, nagkaroon ng lemon, nagkaroon ng lychee. But then, pare-parehas, beer pa rin yan. So, gumamit sila ng related diversification. Nagkaroon ng iba't ibang variants yung particular product or yung particular brand. But ang bottom line nun is pare-parehas pa rin sila na beer. Kaya siya related diversification kasi yung panibagong produkto related pa rin doon sa pinaka-naunang produkto. And that is related diversification. Next, unrelated diversification. This involves introducing new but unrelated products or services. So, ang example nga daw dito, Banco de Oro opening a chain of BDO ice cream parlor. So, kaya siya unrelated kasi you are doing new product na kung saan hindi siya related doon sa naunang produkto. Unlike doon kanina kay related, kaya siya related kasi nga relevant yung nauna. Na yung relevant yung bagong product dun sa naunang product. Unlike dito kay unrelated, yung bagong product na kinreate mo, hindi siya related or irrelevant siya doon sa naunang product. Okay? And that is unrelated. So, another example. So, balikan natin. San Miguel ulit. Si San Miguel, ang main product niya talaga is beer. Brewery. Kaya nga siya San Miguel Brewery. Okay? So, ginamit nga nila ngayon si unrelated diversification. Nagkaroon sila ngayon nitong San Miguel Foods. Okay? Ayan. So, ngayon, itong San Miguel Foods, irrelevant na siya dito sa main product niya ng mga beer. Okay? So, meron na iba't ibang pagkain niya, mga pure foods, yung may manok, may hotdog, at kung ano-ano pa. So, yan yung mga produkto ni San Miguel Foods. So, they use the unrelated diversification kasi nga, hindi naman relevant ito doon sa nauna nilang produkto. Okay? And that is unrelated diversification. Next, retrenchment. This involves halting or reversing declining sales and profits through costs or asset reduction. Example, Shoemart selling off its hardware department and laying off 847 of its department store employees. So, sa retrenchment naman, ginagamit pa rin siyang strategy. Do dito sa retrenchment is nagbabawas ka na ng tao. Lay off ka na ng mga empleyado. Okay? So, bakit strategy pa rin siya? Kasi you are still trying to reduce the cost or yung mga pinagkakagastusan ng isang business or ng isang organization or ng isang company. Okay? Kaya strategy pa rin siya. So, once again, when we say retrenchment, ito yung process na kung saan hindi mo naman tatanggalin lahat pero binabawasan mo lang yung tao sa isang or mga empleyado mo dun sa isang business. Okay? So, pinaka-latest na retrenchment na narinig natin, ayan, ang retrenchment na naganap sa ABS-CBN. And not only ABS-CBN but also many other business organizations or companies na nag-lay off or nagkaroon ng retrenchment. So, nagbawas sila ng mga empleyado para ma-survive pa noong business. Okay? Na mabawasan yung cost nila or mabawasan yung mga pinapasweldo nila na kung saan mapagpatuloy pa nila yung kanilang operations. Okay? Next. divestiture. So this involves selling a division or part of an organization. So example daw, JG Summit selling Cebu Pacific. So when we say divestiture, uh, sabihin natin isang buong organization or isang buong company or isang buong corporation yan. Yung parte nun, sabihin natin, 1/4 nun, so sabihin natin 100%, sabihin natin 1/4 nun, ibebenta mo sa iba. So, para sa mas malinaw na pagkakaintindi ninyo, let me give you another example. So, ayan. So, si ABS-CBN Group of Companies, hindi lang siya yun sa TV network or hindi lang siya yung entertainment. So, meron din silang pinaka-minilize yung ABS-CBN na network. Sa kanila rin yung Sports and Action, sa kanila rin yung TV Plus, sa kanila rin yung Star Cinema, Cinema One, at saka TFC. Then, in terms of digital and interactive media, sa kanila nga itong TFC.TV, Chicken Pork Adobo, News, ABS-CBNnews.com, ABS-CBN Mobile, then iWant TV. Then in terms of consumer products and experiences, ABS-CBN Events, O Shopping, ABS-CBN Store, Kidsenia, and then yung isa pa na nadagdag dito is yung ABS-CBN Studio Experience. Then in terms of cable, satellite, and broadband, etong Sky Cable, sa kanila rin yan. Okay? So, with this, pag ginamit nila itong divestiture, hindi naman nila ibebenta yung buong kumpanya, yung parte lang. Okay? So sabihin na lang natin ibebenta na ni ABS-CBN itong TV Plus. Okay? Sa ibang company. That's divestiture. Hindi mo binibenta ng buo, but you are just selling parts of the business. Okay? Para makasurvive yung business. Okay? Another example. So, di ba sasabi kanina dito sa example, JG Summit selling Cebu Pacific. So, sino ba yung JG Summit na yan? So, JG Summit Holdings Incorporated, ayan. Siya ang may-ari sa Universal Robina Corporation or URC, yung Robinsons Bank, Robinsons Land Corporation, Cebu Pacific, Sun Cellular, JG Summit Petrochemical Corporation, and then Digital. So, ang nag-iisang may-ari niyan ay ang JG Summit Holdings. Bakit JG? So, kung kilala ninyo at narinig na ninyo or kung familiar sa inyo si John Gokong Wei. So, siya ang may-ari niyan. Kaya siya JG Summit Holdings. Okay? So, ngayon, gagamitin ni JG Summit Holdings itong divestiture. So, ibebenta niya kunwari itong digital lang. Ayan. So, marami pa siyang hawak pero yung part lang ang benenta niya, which is yung digital, and that is divestiture. So bakit ganun? Paano nangyaring strategy pa rin yun? Nagbabawas ka na nga. That is for you to survive your business. You are reducing cost, okay? So part pa rin siya ng strategy. Next is liquidation. So ano naman itong liquidation? This involves selling all of a company's assets in parts or as a whole for their tangible worth. So example, SM Prime Holdings selling all its companies and the family retiring from business. So ito daw liquidation, kadalasan ginagamit ito kapag mababankrupt na yung isang company or yung isang business organization. Okay? So, kapag ganyang mababankrupt na, syempre may mga utang niya na kailangan bayaran. So, para ma-avoid yung pagpapataw ng case against sa kanila, ililiquidate na nila lahat ng kanilang assets and properties na kung saan ibebenta na nila yon, na kung saan kung pagbebentahan nun, maipambabayad nila dun sa mga utang nila. Okay? And that is liquidation. Nililiquidate mo na lahat ng mga properties and assets ng isang organization. Then ngayon, pag nakita na kung magkano yung value nun, magkano mo may ibebenta sa iba yon, then pag naibenta na, yung kikitain doon, yun yung gagamitin na pambayad doon sa mga utang ng isang business organization. And that is liquidation. So, all in all, 11 lahat yan. So, ano-ano ulit yan? So, we have the forward integration, backward integration, horizontal integration, market development, product development, market penetration, uh, related diversification, unrelated diversification, retrenchment, diversification, and liquidation. So, tatandaan po pagkakaiba-iba ng mga subcategories na yan. So, all in all, 11 po. 11 lahat yan. Okay, so now, ayan po yung strategic marketing process. So, kung na-recall ninyo kanina lang, ayan balikan natin. Unang-una niya, nag-start ang strategic marketing process doon sa mission identification. Okay? So you have to identify first what is the mission of the business? What is the mission of the organization? So that is strategic marketing process. Okay? So 5 steps lahat yan. Now, punta naman tayo ngayon doon sa tactical marketing process. So, ano naman itong tactical? So, complementing the strategic marketing process, the tactical marketing process determines the means or tactics to implement the strategies. It involves the identification of specific activities, timetables, responsibilities, and budgets, and their implementation. The objective is to ensure that the strategies are implemented successfully. So, when we say tactical marketing process, in short, ito yung mas detailed na process noong strategic marketing process natin. Okay? So, kasi nga, nandiyan nga daw lahat ng tactics to implement na gagamitin mo para ma-achieve yung set na objective mo. Okay? Yan, nandiyan yung specific activities, timetables, responsibilities, and budgets, and also the implementation. So, ang objective nga daw nitong tactical marketing process is to ensure that the strategies are implemented successfully. So, complementary to doon sa strategic marketing process. Relevant ito doon. Okay? Kasi unahin mo muna yung strategic marketing process mo, then you will have this tactical marketing process. So, yung tactical marketing process mo is dependent doon sa strategic marketing process. So, paano siya naging dependent? So, di ba nga sabi ko nga, si strategic marketing process, nag-start siya with the mission identification, followed by situation analysis, then third is objective setting, fourth is the marketing strategy development, and last one is the yung control. Okay? So, dito naman sa tactical marketing process, yan, nag-start siya doon sa marketing strategy. So, kaya siya complementary doon sa strategic marketing process kasi kung ano yung marketing strategy na pinili at sinet mo doon, ayun yung sisimulan mo pagdating dito sa tactical marketing process. So, sabihin na natin nagawa mo na yung strategic marketing process. So, dito naman sa tactical, kung ano yung pinili mong marketing strategy doon sa strategic, doon mo sisimulan itong tactical marketing process. So, sabihin na lang natin na ang pinili mong strategy doon sa strategic marketing process mo is yung market penetration. So, in market penetration, you are doing intensive marketing efforts. Tama? So, yun yung marketing strategy. So, you will now proceed with the action plans or tactics. So, sa action plans and tactics, magsiset ka na ngayon kung ano ba yung mga tactics na gagamitin mo. Ano ba yung mga plano mo para ma-implement ng maayos yung strategy na yon. So, sabi natin ang action plan mo dyan is mag-conduct ng different modes of advertisement or different forms of advertisement, conduct different events. Okay? So, coordinate with the different advertising agencies. Ayan. So, or have partnership with other business organizations na relevant dun sa product na ino-offer mo. Okay? So that could be your action plans or tactics. Then after having your tactics, ano naman ngayon yung mga activities mo? Okay? Sabihin natin na dito sa marketing activities mo, yung pagkakaroon ng mga events. Okay? As part of promotion, joining promotional events, ganyan. So, yan yung mga marketing activities mo. Then, activity timetables. So, ngayon, from the term timetables, ayan, iti-table mo lang lahat ng mga activities na nakaset mo. So, you have your marketing activities, di ba? So, iti-table mo lang yon. So, in particular month, ano-ano, saan-saan, ano-ano yung mga activity, saan-saan, ano-anong araw yon. So, iti-table mo lang yon yung mga pagdating niya sa activity timetable. Then, sa responsibility or accountability, you are just putting kung sino yung mga responsible person or mga point person in each activity na gagawin mo. And then kung sino yung mga accountable pagdating do sa mga materials na gagamitin mo for your activities. Next is activity budgets. Ayan, magkano ba kakailanganin do sa mga activities na sinet mo. And then monitoring and control. So kung nagiging effective ba yung marketing strategy na ginawa mo, yung mga tactics na ginawa mo para ma-achieve yung objective na naiset. So that is tactical marketing process. So kung ikukumpara siya sa strategic marketing process, etong tactical marketing process mas detailed pero nag-i-start siya doon sa fourth step ng strategic marketing process, which is yung marketing strategy development. Okay? Doon nagsisimula ang tactical marketing process. Unlike a strategic marketing process, nag-uumpisa siya doon sa mission identification. And 5 steps lang siya. Okay? Unlike dito kay tactical marketing process, 7 steps siya or 7 yung procedures niya dahil nga mas detailed ito. Okay? And that is tactical marketing process. Now, let's proceed with the marketing microenvironment. So, the marketing microenvironment includes forces that are internal to the company or those that are relevant to operation. The consideration of this is important as they affect the company's ability to build and maintain sustainable relationships with current and prospective customers. So, sabi nga, itong marketing microenvironment, ito yung mga forces na internal na sa company. And then, ayun nga, relevant nga daw siya pagdating sa operations. Okay? So, basically, ito yung mga may direct relevance doon sa operation ng isang particular business. So, the consideration of this is important as they affect the company's ability to build and maintain sustainable relationships with current and prospective customers. So, ano-ano ba itong microenvironment na to? So, under this, we have 6, the company, suppliers, market intermediaries, customers, competition, publics. So, the company. So, sino sa inyo ba to? So, nandiyan yung research development, finance, operations, human resource, marketing, at marami pang iba. So, yun yung mga different departments sa loob ng isang company. Okay? Talagang may direct involvement sa operation ng business. Sila yung basically nagpapatakbo dun sa business. Next is suppliers. So, suppliers, ito naman, sila yung mga nagpo-provide ng mga materials sa kailangan ng isang business for their operation. Lalo na kung halimbawang isa yung manufacturing company, meron yung mga suppliers sa mga raw materials na kinakailangan to manufacture a particular product. Next, market intermediaries. Market intermediaries, so ito naman, di ba, nabanggitan natin ito noong nakaraan. Ito naman yung mga nasa in between the manufacturer or between the business itself tsaka sa pagitan ng business at ng end user. Okay? So, yan nga, meron yan. It could be distributors, wholesalers, retailers, and promoters. Next is customers. Yan. Yung customer, sila na mismo yung end users. It could be business, organizations, or yung customer mismo. Or yung individual customer. Okay? And then, competition. Knowing a competitor and monitoring their movement is essential. So, it could be price changes, promotional campaigns. So, when we say competition, it is all about your competitor. Siyempre, kailangan mo rin bantayan yung mga competitor mo. Kung nakakasabay ka pa ba, napag-iiwanan ka na ba, mas ahead ka ba sa kanila, okay? So, isa rin yun. Part yun ng microenvironment. And lastly is public. It could be shareholders, community, financial, institution, media, government, and society. So publics, it could be your potential customer or any person. Kaya nga siya public. Okay? So, pwede mo siyang maging potential customer. Okay? And that is the public. And ayan po yung ating marketing micro environment. But before po tayo mag-proceed with the next, sige na nga, tuloy na natin. Ayan. So, after identifying your microenvironment, you will now be able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of your business. So, strengths and weaknesses can either be controllable or uncontrollable. So, the factors present within the company are within the firm's control. So, ano-ano yung mga nasa firm's control daw na iyon? So, yung company. Okay? So, sana yun? The five other forces, yung suppliers, intermediaries, customers, competition, and the various publics are essentially uncontrollable, although they are within the sphere of the company's influence. Okay? So, sinasabi din, microeconomic factors that are favorable to a firm are classified as strengths, while unfavorable factors are termed as weaknesses. So, companies should utilize strengths as the foundation for effective strategies, with the most dominant and sustainable strengths as its major competitive advantage. Weaknesses, on the other hand, should be eliminated with aggressive action and eventually be converted. So, using the microenvironment, yung anim na yon, pwede mo nang ma-identify kung ano yung strengths and weaknesses noong business organization. So, again, yung strengths nga daw is yun yung mga favorable factors para doon sa organization. While the weaknesses, ito naman yung mga unfavorable na later on, pwede rin naman siguro nating ma-convert into strengths. Okay? So, again, dun sa anim na microenvironment, pwede na nating ma-identify yung strengths and weaknesses noong business. So, sabihin natin dun sa company, so meron kang competitive na mga employees, okay? Among your different departments, okay? So, strengths yon. Then, ano pa yung pwedeng maging weakness? Yung competitors or yung competition. Okay, pwede mo maging weakness yan. O kaya naman yung pagdating sa supplier, maaaring ang nagkaroon ka ng problem in terms of your supplies, or sabihin natin yung mga raw materials sa kailangan mo is imported, ngayon may problema pa in terms of supplier, so it could be a weakness. So pwede rin naman maging strength yon kapag maganda ang dating or yung maganda yung relationship mo with your supplier. So with the microenvironment, you will now be able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of your business. Now, let's proceed with the marketing macro environment. So, all business organizations operate within a particular macro environment. The marketing macro environment includes factors that are external to the organization. So, essentially, this can neither be influenced nor altered by the company. However, they can affect a company's operational viability. They can be opportunities which a business organization can take advantage of, or threats which the company must avoid. So, itong macro environment, nandiyan mo ma-identify yung opportunities and threats ng isang business. So, with the macro environment, pwedeng sabi nga, ito nga yung mga external factors naman sa isang organization. And they could also affect the company's operation. Okay? So, ano-ano ba itong macro environment? So, we have the economic, socio-cultural, demographic, natural, technological, and politico-legal. Ayan. So, simulan natin dito sa economic. Okay? So, pagdating naman sa economic, from the term economy, ayan, meron siyang relevance pagdating sa economy. So, sabihin na lang natin na ang target market mo is, ikaw yung halimbawang business na kung saan ang most of your market or most of your target market is mga OFW, kunwari, or family ng isang OFW. Ngayon, in terms of the economy, pag tumataas ang halaga ng piso or lumalakas ang value ng piso, may chances na mas marami yung capability or mas marami yung pwedeng ma-avail or mabili sa'yo ng isang tao na umaasa or dependent sa isang OFW family member or sa OFW family niya na nasa ibang bansa na nagpapadala ng pera sa kanila. Dan ngayon, kung sakali man na mababa ang halaga ng piso, may chances na magtitipid yan at hindi siya mag-avail doon sa product na ino-offer mo. So, may kinalaman siya or isa sa mga factor ng pag-purchase is yung ng pag-purchase ng isang consumer is yung economy. Okay? So, that is the economic macro environment. Okay? This is in regards with the economy of the country. Okay? So, next is the socio-cultural. So, socio-cultural, kailangan naman dito is yung ino-offer mo na product is hindi siya contradicting doon sa culture nung isang community or nung particular target market mo. Okay? So kung natatandaan yung the example ko before, so sabihin natin ikaw ay magtatayo ka ng isang Korean pork barbecue na unlimited sa isang Muslim community at alam mo naman na hindi sila pwede sa baboy, so kailangan i-consider mo yon. Okay? So kailangan pag nag-put up ka ng business or sa business mo, kailangan hindi yan nagva-violate dun sa norms or sa culture nung particular target market mo. Next naman is natural. So sa natural naman, wait lang. So sa natural macro environment naman, ito naman ay nagre-refer doon sa mga natural resource inputs and environmental concerns. So sabihin na lang natin na yung store mo or yung physical store ng business mo is nasa low-lying area na kung saan laging binabaha. So with that, hindi naman natin naiiwasan yun. Pagdating sa ganun, maapektuhan yung operations ng business, lalo na kung tag-ulan at laging baha. Syempre, hindi siya marireach or hindi siya mararating ng mga potential customer mo kasi nga affected by the flood. So that is because of the natural calamities. Okay? So, kapag natural macro environment, ito ay may kinalaman dun sa mga acts of God na kung saan it includes calamities na pwedeng maka-affect dun sa operation ng isang business. Okay? Next naman is the demographic macro environment. So, a company's demographic macro environment consists of changes in population's characteristics. This includes population rate, gender, age, income, composition patterns, civil status, and family size. So, sa demographic macro environment naman, dito inaalam mo ngayon kung inaalam mo yung demographic information noong particular target market mo. Okay? So, ilan ba dyan ang babae, ilan ang lalaki, ilan ang bata, ilan ang matanda, ilan yung mga kumikita na, ilan yung walang trabaho, ayan. So that is your demographic macro environment. This refers basically with your target market. Then next is the technological macroenvironment. So it's composed of current and impending technological changes. This is sometimes a single factor that can cause the rapid acceleration or about untimely demise of products, services, or companies. So pagdating naman sa technological macro environment, ito naman yung pagsabay ng isang business in terms of technology. Okay? So meron diyang mga businesses na halimbawa sabihin natin na nasa parang mini na sari-sari store or mini grocery na kung saan yung iba parang mano-mano pang compute. So yung iba naman meron na silang sariling POS or point of sale system. So that is technological macro environment. Yung pagsabay in terms of trends in technology na ginagamit for the operations ng business. Next is tapos na pala siya. So, after identifying the macro environment, pwede mo na ngayon ma-identify yung opportunities and threats noong business. So, after relevant economic, political, legal, socio-cultural, demographic, technological, and natural macro environment factors have been identified and analyzed, the company shall now proceed to identify the threats or opportunities among these factors. Ay, may hindi pala ako nabanggit doon. Yung politico-legal. So, sa politico-legal naman, ito naman, may kinalaman to sa mga batas na ini-implement sa isang country. Sabihin na lang natin, dito sa Philippines, di ba nga may mga na-implement na train law. So, ano ba itong train law? Ito naman yung batas kung saan parang nagkaroon ng additional na tax sa mga different particular products. Ganyan na nga yung pagtaas ng mga products na mayroong sugar, may content ng sugar. Kaya nga tumaas yung mga juice, di ba? Yung mga soft drinks, nagtaasan din ng presyo. So, eto naman ngayon yung mga batas kung saan nagmamandate sa different business organizations or sa different businesses na it could be magtaas ang presyo or magbaba, ganyan, na kung saan na nagiging mandatory for the business na sumunod kasi nga ito ay batas na kung saan nakaka-affect yun pagdating sa operations noong business. Okay? And that is the politico-legal. So, ayun na nga, after identifying the macro environment, pwede na ma-identify yung opportunities and threats. So, although both opportunities and threats are external in nature and essentially uncontrollable, opportunities are favorable to a company and therefore can be capitalized on, while threats are unfavorable and require mitigation. So, yung opportunity in favor yun doon sa company, while the threats, ayan nga, unfavorable and it requires mitigation. Okay? So, pwede nang ma-identify yan doon sa 6 na macro environment. So, alin kaya doon yung pwede maging opportunity and threats. So, sabi natin yung political-legal, pwede siyang maging threat. Depende sa kung ano yung mga implementing rules or implementing laws implemented by the country. Okay? So, yung technological macro environment, it could be an opportunity kasi makakatulong yun sa business, but it could also be a threat. Okay? So, malalaman niyo yun doon sa 6 na macro environment.